So today we're providing trainings in mixology for back bar, Eminence skincare products. And ideally, this is wonderful for the most oilier skin types. This is the eucalyptus cleansing concentrate. And if you would like to dilute it, use the birch water essence. I'll just put that in there. And you always rehydrate with water, but you get a really nice slip, and it creates that aromatherapy. And then, if you wanted to change it, and your client has more skin type that is dry, you can do eucalyptus and lemon. I'm going to put this one on your hand. And go ahead and rub it together. I can even give you a bowl. Do you smell the lemon and the eucalyptus? So that's a really nice one. And that creates a really wonderful oil. So these are more the oil cleansings. So this isn't a cleanser, but it's a wildflower cleansing concentrate. And I'll take two across. Smell. I'll just like give you them. Did I get it to you? Creates a wonderful slip. Slip is wonderful. And see how it has that heavy oil?
Yeah.
That's about as much as you need for somebody's like full face and neck. So you can enhance the oil with that cleanser. And that can be added to the lemon cleanser, the stone crop cleanser. Even, don't wave it off yet. Oh my god, they hadn't even been opened. Okay, so halfway through your cleanse, and you've had this cleanser on for a moment, and you want to start creating an active exfoliation feeling to help remove rougher, drier skin, you just pump it up with this grit of the charcoal cleansing. So you have the oil, you have the minty feel, and suddenly they feel like they're using clear skin cleanser with this grit that helps to remove that deep filled pores, I would say. So a lot of times that can be enhanced. Then if you have somebody with really severe acne, you use the advanced cleansing foam. It's never been used. Fabulous. It can just be put on the person's skin for a moment. They're getting such an activity with their acne. All of those salicylic acid bubbles are just working themselves into those areas and causing a reaction. Let me feel them. And so as it sits, you can use the steamer, you can talk to them about what's going on. The longer this is active on their skin with their heavy-duty acne that they may have, I mean, not to say that they have heavy-duty acne, but even if they have large pores, the activity is intense just sitting on your skin, so it's like a mask. And what I always notice also is if somebody has a lot of difficulty removing it, this is harder to remove. So we kind of leave it on, and you can use the Calm Skin Cleanser. Let's see. It's so hard to remove. You may want to do two washcloths or two removal wipes with your client too, just because it doesn't come off easily. Easier mixology with this one would be these two. I'm going to use it on the plate. So the scent combined and then applied like a mask can be kind of a fun experience. So if you're going to double cleanse, that would be my second cleanse. And it smells a little refreshing. That minty flavor from the Advanced Acne Cleansing Foam can do a lot. Because when you're using foam, the idea is that it also acts like an oil, I think, in the facial treatment room. Do this. Just rinse it. Then you're getting ready for, you're getting ready for your active exfoliant, which would be a hot treatment like the Hungarian herbal mud, or in some cases people really react strongly to the menthol and rosehip treatment just because of the high menthol content in it. This creates a more advanced exfoliation treatment too, because there's so many alpha hydroxy acids and mandelics in this one. There's a lot of alpha hydroxy acids in the AHA fruit pulp as well. Within every facial after you do a cleanse, it's nice to run the skin over with a toner. However, it's not necessary because you can do more activity with the water. So the more you do toners, it can actually be removing too many of those oils. Not this one, but this one. It says soothing chamomile, but it's got a pH of like 9. So it's only used for removal of your active ingredient exfoliants. And my favorite way to prep a person for an exfoliant would be with the mangosteen cleanser. Makes me crazy. This is my most favorite treatment. So what we're going to do is put on the back here. So we're going to gently work it in, creating a mask. Here, let me just give you this clean bowl. So we're not really doing much with this guy. That's great. Okay. We're going to take the strawberry rhubarb and we're going to just create another mask with it. So they're getting some activity. Okay. Then we'll take this guy. I'm going to take half of it actually. So as it is, this alone is a wonderful experience for anti-wrinkle, the glow, the brightening, the hydrating, and anti-wrinkle. The Arctic Berry Activator, and you apply it right on using a little brush. You can see the activity in the foam and the pop rocks that it starts to create, and you can apply that up to 3 different passes. So what this is kind of creating is that enzymatic breakdown of dry roughness in the skin. So my hands are pretty dry. Kind of can burn as an esthetician to do this too much in your treatment room. So say you were doing it all day, you may want to wear gloves or definitely lean towards using a little brush. I'll rub it in. And then this one does need to be neutralized with the Soothing Chamomile Tonic, just because it helps to end that sensation of that activity. I also feel like sometimes with this video, we're going to mix these two together just to save some time. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then go ahead and apply it to the other hand, back of the other hand. If you want to mix them together a little bit like this, you can, to create a little mixology. And then we're also going to do this. Okay. Just because I want to create more of a masky-like substance. Isn't that beautiful? So the fizzofoliant creates this lumpy, bumpy stuff. I'm not going to do that one yet. Okay, so I will apply it. The smell is also so amazing. And so this can sit on the skin for, you know, to the time frame where the client is comfortable, because the blueberry detox firming peel has a lot of the paprika peppers. Sometimes people say, oh wow, it's really hot, and then you look down and they are super warm, and that's kind of where we get into the fire and ice facial. So you have a bowl of ice water, and right after this is applied, you use the soothing chamomile tonic with damp hands. Maybe remove again, but you want to use a cool cloth to, like, you want to just let this be out of the hot towel cabbie for a while so they're not getting a warm towel on their skin. But then you do ice water with a massage, or you can even do ice in your hand and roll it over. Like, each hand could have an ice cube. As long as it wouldn't scratch, you can create like this upward stroke with an ice cube. Or if you have like the gua sha stones, you can put them in the bath of ice water, and that can be sitting throughout the whole facial. So during the massage portion, you can do that with the ice cube. And then if they're okay with this menthol rosehip, it's not really a time for you to do like extractions. You would purely be providing the massage treatment. And with the ice cube. And our ice cubes are only worked with, you know, filtered water, but the cold sensation creates the vaso like constrictions. So you can just see how like silky the skin looks. All you really use the soothing chamomile with is your cleansing situation, your exfoliant, your deincrustation. I didn't do any little lesson on disincrustation, but I'll do it really quick. So if you're going to be doing extractions, you can use any of the oils. You can use the rosehip oil, but then I create a little mask with this for extractions around the nose, forehead, chin, cheeks, without having to go too crazy. So it can be painted on. It goes a long way. Less is more. But you can kind of see how it sits and it doesn't move. So if somebody has acne and you just gently paint it on, that oil helps with keeping it in the same place. Also, oil is attracted to oil, so oil in the sebum will just be drawn and gravitated towards that oil in the facial, and things will just come right out. So I don't remove it, This is where I take my towels and I just kind of scratch and rub when somebody has a lot of breakouts because it'll come right off. Not really scratch, but you're just kind of working the pores out without having to manually scrub them too much. It's kind of fun. But there's other ways while I'll make this disincrustation. Sometimes I will use this guy also. If I use the kombucha, it's because their skin is dry and it's not letting this sit on the skin the right way. So if they're overly dry, they haven't had a facial in a year, I will keep adding the kombucha with the brush to their skin. So I'll just enhance it a little bit because there's oil in the kombucha. And then you can do extractions. Just to give it a little bit more volume. This fizzofoliant is the best thing ever for your extraction situation. So this is more for aging skin types, hyperpigmentation especially, but you wouldn't leave the hot treatment on their skin long, same as if they had sensitive skin or rosacea. You would remove this quicker so they don't experience that heavy heat, because that can make them prone to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation even in a facial. So you would remove it quickly and then get into your fire and ice facial. And you can use any of the calming, soothing, cooling masks like Calm Skin, Bright Skin. You can mix the two. There's Clear Skin, which has the menthol cucumber and also provides a wonderful experience. Like, this is my favorite for anti-aging because it's so balancing for everybody. I'll mix this if I have it in my treatment room with every one of the masks. Easy. This is my go-to, my second go-to, my last go-to. Like, I don't use that one barely at all. Just because of it over dries. It dries up too quickly, so you're constantly re-wetting your fingers for any type of massage modality. I could start throwing in this wildflower ultralight oil into this Calm Skin mask with my massage medium, but I don't know, I haven't played around with doing that too much. This is more of what I use for my arm and hand massage. But that's fire and ice.